Welcome to the video on an introduction to C++ data types. What we have here is we have a C++ program that's going to have the name of a monster. His name, whether or not he's friendly, true or false, what his age is, what his height is, and what his race is. Now if we notice here, the name of the monster is inside quotation marks, and it's any keyboard character. And whether or not he's friendly is equal to true. It could also be equal to false, but it can only be equal to two things. His age must be a whole number, and his height can be a floating point number. In other words, it has a decimal point in it. And his race can only be a character. He's either from the north, from the south, from the east, or from the west. In other words, an N, an E, a W, or an S. And notice it's inside the single quotes. Let's see how this came about. Up here is where we've done our definitions for our different variables. The first variable that we have is of data type string. Okay? And what we've done is we use the identifier name. Now this, when it's string, it can be any keyboard character, as you see down here. This is a series of keyboard characters. However, a data type string must be inside quotation marks. Bool, that's another C++ data type, that can only have two values. And the values it can have for our purposes right now are either true, down here, or they're false. Init, that's the one we should be familiar with. That's the one, the integer. That means it's going to be a whole number, a non-decimal point number. And of course, that's going to be his age. His height is a floating point, and that means a float data type means that you can have a decimal point in it. As a matter of fact, you must have a decimal point in it for our purposes. And the identifier we're going to have for a floating point is going to be height. char means character, and what that means any single keyboard character, and for this case it's going to be his race, and his race, as we said before, is going to be identified by a single character, whether it's N for north, S for south, East for west, or a W for west, or E for east. Okay, so this is the introduction to the various data types. This is how we use them. And our future videos will be on the use of these various kinds of data types, giving us a powerful program. Okay, that takes care of this one. Thank you for watching it.